And finally, a somber moment in Kenya, where hundreds turned out to bid their final goodbyes to running sensation Kelvin Kiptum. The 24-year-old Kenyan Marathon world record holder was killed in a car accident along with his coach on February 11th. Kenya gave the athlete a state funeral, and fans and supporters recounted their favorite memories of the decorated athlete. An inspiration to many, his shocking death is a tragic loss not only to the sport, but to a nation as well. Here's his story.
The world has bid goodbye to one of the best athletes ever. Kenyan running sensation Kelvin Kiptum's last rites were performed today. Hundreds of athletes, people from across the world, Kenyans and family members attended the funeral.
I am really thankful to everyone. It really shows that he was friends with everyone. When this news broke, people held our hands and cried with us. So I am happy for my neighbors and friends, both locally and internationally.
Kiptum's father had an emotional send-off. He recounted his bond with his marathon-winning son.
He had been training for about 7 years now. At one point, I had asked him to quit and come join me at the farm. He told me that all his hard work was going to bear fruit soon and that I had to be patient. I gave him my blessings, and thereafter he won his first race, the 21-kilometer, and from there he did not turn back. He won all the local races he participated in. I joined him most times on the road to wherever he had races.
Friends and well-wishers spoke about their interactions with Kiptum. For Kenya, Kiptum was a hero.
Kiptum, after winning those 3 major marathons, that is Valencia, London Marathon and the Chicago Marathon, where he broke the record, his life never changed. He just remained the Kiptum we know before. Yeah, we used to meet in the forest just like when he was still a normal village boy. Yeah.
Kelvin Kiptum was born in Kenya in the year 1999. He worked as a livestock herder and took to running quite late in his life. But very soon, he mastered the art of the stride. Kiptum holds the world record for the fastest marathon ever. The Kenyan achieved this at the Chicago Marathon in October last year. Kiptum also won the London Marathon in 2023. And he was ranked world number 1 in the men's category of marathon runners. Everything was going good for the Kenyan until tragedy struck. On the 11th of February, Kelvin Kiptum and his coach Gervais Hakizimana were killed in a car crash. The news sent shockwaves across the world. Kiptum lost his life at just 24 years of age. His coach, who hails from Rwanda, was just 36 years old when the tragic accident took his life. Coach Hakizimana's last rites were conducted in Rwanda.
Have not come into terms as like Gervais is no more.
Kiptum's death came as a shock to the world of sports. The Kenyan is more than just a running sensation. In fact, for young Kenyans and Africans, Kiptum was their pride and inspiration. As the last rites began, hundreds lined up to see the athlete one last time. Kenya held a state funeral to honor the marathon runner. Kiptum is survived by his wife and 2 children. A house is being built in his honor. But the world is slowly accepting the loss of Kiptum and Coach Hakizimana. Surely, Kelvin Kiptum will inspire generations to come.
From impeachments to inaugurations, if it's a political story, we are on the scene. The race for the White House is heating up.
We're beating Biden.
How dare he say that?
If it's breaking news, we're live with the latest coverage. From the White House, the State Department, and Capitol Hill, we know the issues, but above all, we know the players to bring you the latest in-depth analysis on all the key stories that we're covering. I'm Eric Ham. Join me from Washington here on Firstpost America.